AskReddit by Chuck Thunder 57. What's a reference you make that no one ever gets? When I was training people for work, I'd ask them to embiggen their screens all the time for me to see. Even they started saying it. No one knew I stole it from The Simpsons. I think that is a perfectly cromulent thing to say. See? Billy Idol gets it. From The Wedding Singer, when I'm talking to someone who understands something that should be obvious to everyone else. Don't you talk to Billy Idol that way. Looks like I quit the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. Surely, you can't be serious? I can't complain, but sometimes I still do. What kind of car do you drive? And what speed does it go? I don't understand the question, and I won't respond to it. I fucking love that show and Lucille. She thinks I'm too critical. That's another fault of hers. If that's a veiled criticism about me, I won't hear it and I won't respond to it. Fuachchalerie. 3 hours later in French accent. No one gets it. I'm 53 yo. It's a popular reference but nobody ever gets it. My sister and I do the "Do you know the Muffin Man" conversation between Jingy and Lord Farquaad on a regular basis. It's hilarious and I fucking love it. Also, I ask her if she wants to hear her lullaby I've hummed since she was a little girl. It's the Jurassic Park theme song. Not my gumdrop buttons. I say diabetes like Wilford Brimley. I work in care with lots of people with diabetes, but it's the UK so my colleagues never get it. They must just think I say it like that. Wilford Brimley lived in my neighborhood growing up. I don't know that I ever met him personally, but his wife played piano for the church choir so I knew her decently well, and he was mentioned enough that I recognize the name as the guy 3 blocks over and not the guy from The Thing. I could have gone to his funeral if I had wanted to. It's always a little weird seeing his name pop up on Reddit. Makes me wonder how Beverly is doing. It's been a while since I've talked to her. Edit. Beverly is doing well, per my grandma. You know what your grandfather would say if he were alive today? Help. It's dark in here and I can't breathe. Better out than in. Who doesn't get a Shrek reference? You gotta be quicker than that. We say look. Look with your special eyes, almost no one catches the reference. I do not believe this. I do not believe it. From a random Sesame Street scene where Kermit the Frog deadpans into the camera with comically oversized human ears. Link? Please. What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Billy Madison. Boy, am I glad I called that guy. I saw That'll Do Pig from Babe and nobody gets it. I also say, sorry Miss Jackson, oh, and nobody gets that either, lol. I sing I'm sorry Miss Jackson, oh 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 oh, I am for reals. Never meant to make your mama cry, I am several fish and not a guy, sometimes and it's never been received, lol. Comb the desert. We ain't found shit. Like a glove, Ace Ventura after parallel parking. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Ulent liquor. There was a solid 3 months where my fiance would not stop saying this, exactly like the girl in the commercial. We almost didn't make it. Same bad time, same bad channel. I'm too young to know the reference, but I like watching reruns of that show. She sounds hideous. Well, she's a guy, so. Bueller? Bueller? I am a teacher and my students look so confused every time. I mean, depending on the age of students, some of their parents may not have been alive for it. The dishes are done, man. I'm right on top of that, Rose. I say, not gonna do it like Dana Covey doing H.W. Bush impression on SNL. Wouldn't be prudent. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. Why waste time, say a lot word when few word do trick. I work in at least 5 SpongeBob quotes a day and they never get old. Firmly grasp it. If I ever see someone wearing a garment with puffy sleeves, I must say, I like your sleeves. It's from Napoleon Dynamite. I often reply chatting online with babes all day when asked what I did that day. I often offer a roundhouse kick to the face when I'm being toyed with, but only if the person gets the reference, otherwise that's no good. My lips hurt real bad is another. And whatever I feel like, gosh.